realizing that we need to make some changes, the world countries proposing changes, and then in the past year, we've kind of come to a consensus growingly that, wow, the pace and the extent, even in the visions of what we can do and changes, is actually way short. Is not going to do it. So coming into terms with a certain urgency and the phenomenon of Greta in Europe, and it coming as a voice to say, hey, action is needed ASAP, yesterday, and way more than we even have thought of. And so that's what's been a current. And so now is in a way we could say, the planet as an organism tugging us to really make a jump in this regard, in how we treat the planet and interface with the planet. So again, we've been operating just as there's been one revolution in the conceptualization of how we stand in the universe, from Newtonian to quantum mechanics, from a sense of linearity and cause effect to non-locality, and then the position of the observer is what matters, right? We've been through that already. This one is another quantitative and qualitative jump from a model of we evolve, and the assurance for evolution comes from a concept of dominance. I'm strong, I stay strong, I will survive. I will dominate to survive. So in that regard is how we've maintained ourselves or position ourselves for evolution, a Darwinian idea. And this has not served us. The idea of the human species as a dominant species in the planet is it's so telling, even metaphorically, that the smallest piece of life and virus is completely turning the upside down the entire domination ideality of human beings. So, but at the level of species, we have that as human beings, the most complex species in the planet, and a virus, the simplest species, even an RNA virus, even more so, both are extensions of a same organism, which is planet Earth. So in the conversation between us as organisms and our planet, from a dominance model to jump, not to crawl into, to jump into a cooperation model, where we rewrite how we relate to nature. And in doing so, we rewrite how we relate between us. So for example, it's the other current that was really prevalent in this past year was a redefinition on the dynamics between men and women. The way that is being done with the male dominance model, again, finito, it doesn't take us anywhere. So the emergence of a cooperation between men and women. And so that's a parallel. And it's interesting that in the virus affects 75% more men. 75% to 25% is like way clear statistical difference. So we, the men, are the primary components of our species that are needing to make a shift right now. And we will rally. This is our standpoint with Aaron is we want to be in the crest of the wave, see the unfolding, see the metaphors, be aware of the conversations, and deal with the day-to-day life, but operate at that level. And then this can become an incredible moment, And so eyes open, heart open, and keeping the evolutionary view. So let's go back to the PowerPoint. All right, so I think I mentioned what was in this slide, and yes, this is about this from a model of dominion to a model of cooperation, right? From being the dominant species to a big brother species. Like we care for the planet. We're a big brother. We care for our fellow organisms and species and so forth. From separation to integration. And the jump is to restore, to do what's necessary to restore a sustainable balance with the natural world so that we can continue our journey of evolution. That's what's at stake. We talked last time about vitality as a vital force. Aaron was, I think, showed this slide even. But I want to highlight something. This is one of the definitions of vitality. If a person or a thing that gives something vitality and strength. So there is something that emanates from a person that is given to the environment. And I want to highlight that component of vitality. Something that we can call upon from within ourselves. It is a certain quality of our spirit, of our ethereal body, but that can be manifested as vitality, and it can be felt and it can impact the surrounding area, including things and people. I'm going to read this slide. So vitality shows in the shine we cast, pushing our shine out to emanate intent. So this is something that you may not have thought of it this way or practice it this way, but I'm telling you, it's 100% available to you. Maybe just you didn't engage yourself in this way. But what I propose to you is this: there's a vitality force, a vital force that exists inside of you right now, and you can, through intent, you can push it out. It's like a shine that you can intend to ooze out of you through your physical body, boom, and through your eyes. You can focus particularly on your eyes and intend to push out, and do it as I'm telling you. You practice it. Like, imagine that you were like just about to come into a huge moment, an incredible, one-of-a-kind opportunity, meeting or encounter, right? Boom! It's like all of you engage all of your energy field in this moment, right? You rally it, and it's intent that does it. Now I want you to imagine a situation like that and rally it, and then boom, that you are emanating that. It's like a light. It's like light that you can emanate. It's a certain fierceness. It's a warrior's fierceness that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be mean. Like Taisha Avelar, my auntie, she embodied fierceness, and yet she was very elegant, soft in a way, soft and elegant, but fierce. This is the quality of vitality, of vital force that can shine away. If you are around people who are more magnetic, you feel it, right? You feel something coming out of them. You sometimes may actually even see like a more luminous in some way, right? There's more light coming from them. And these are real experiences. Now, we have that. Many times we just have it inside of a pocket. So I'm inviting you to connect to that and practice the idea of emanating that. And when you go into to a room or you meet someone this week, you practice this. I'm going to like, boom, turn on my vital force and intend it out to emanate. One of the discoveries, amazing, that has been recent in biology is that the brain, the neurons, for example, they emit biophotons. The brain cells actually emit light. And the rate of emission of light is been now found that it has to do with the level of congruency in the system. So the particular speed of vibration that I'm having in this particular moment reflects on how my photons are going to be emitted. So how am I vibrating? Am I in a state of restlessness, for example? If I am uneasy and restless, anxious, the type of vibration in my body is going to be like disturbing, right? And then the biophoton emission goes down. If I'm in a the right vibratory state, then there's a congruency in the vibration, and then boom, the light, the luminosity increases. So how in vitality, this is more the unseen component. It has to do also with how do we calibrate our particular vibratory state. Imagine if you're a guitar and you want to play, and you have to fine tune the chords, right? Find the right sound, the right vibration. That's what makes the sound. In fact, string theory, at the base of it all, is vibration. It's all about particular speeds and qualities of vibration, and that is what manifests the physical world. So look at it from any perspective you wish. We are dealing with that in the shamanistic world of the Nahual. The understanding is that at the base in the universe, there's a vibratory force called a binding force that holds everything together. So we are when we handle vitality, we also handle what is my particular vibration. And so I want us to do a little exercise on that in a moment. But here's a little more on the biophotons. MIT Technology Review: the passing role of biophotons in the brain. Various work suggests that neurons emit and even conduct photons. Could it be that biophotons help to synchronize the brain? Photons play an important role in the basic functioning of cells. In particular, mitochondria, which produce energy, contain several prominent chromophores. So the act of generating vitality, generating energy, generating ATP in our mitochondria, in our cells, the sum total of the mitochondria activity is related to the sum total of the light we emit.